Hey guys, here Maniac here with GameAccess.net doing a new unboxing. As you can see here, I've kind of been on a Square Enix kick this summer. With the exception of the Kingdom Hearts games, I really never owned any Square Enix games, and so this summer, if you've seen some of my other videos on the channel, you'd know I spent it basically buying a lot of Final Fantasy games and the like. And one of the games I did pick up this summer was The Third Birthday, for the PlayStation Portable. Now, the cool thing about The Third Birthday was that this was kind of a pseudo-sequel to the Parasite Eve series that was released for the original PlayStation. Now, unfortunately, I was not able to find a copy of the of any of the Parasite Eve games during my my Square Enix summer purchasing binge, but I was able to get this for actually quite a reasonable price. You could probably find this if you luck out for probably around $20 or so. In various stores. The problem is that right now most stores are getting completely rid of their PSP collections, and if they have sold out their lot, they have no intention of buying more of them. I know Toys R Us is stopping. Best Buy is not rebuying stuff, although they do seem to at least have some games. You may want to call ahead or just buy the game online, but it does seem like there is certainly a supply of this. This game just came out like last year. Now, I do like actually, obviously, if there's an unboxing, you want to take a good look at the box. I do like that it has a little bit of a metallic type reflective cover. It reminds me a lot of how Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII had a similar cover when it launched a couple of years ago for the PSP. And as you can see right here, that was taken out because this is Crisis Core Final Fantasy 7 for the PSP, and as you can see, that's no longer, they don't have this, but this is a re-release. This is a re-release version. I'm not familiar with this bar right here, so if somebody can tell me what that came from, because I'm used to any re-releases being with a red top, but just something. So let's talk a bit about The Third Birthday. Now, it is, like I said, a pseudo-sequel to the Parasite Eve series for the original PlayStation. It's been asked more games for Parasite Eve have been requested for quite a while. So it's exciting that this game came out. When it did meet with mixed reviews, some also pretty terrible reviews. I am holding off any type of reservations until I actually play the game for myself, because it does seem like a mixed bag. But when I looked at the gameplay, it did certainly look like my cup of tea. I never actually played any of the original Parasite Eve games back in the day, although I was familiar with them. Twitch was the one who was the first person to actually tell me about them, but I have not been able to. I have not picked up the original games myself, although I am familiar with it. I'm pretty certain that they are available for download on the PlayStation Network. Recently, the game was. Reviewed by the Happy Video Game Nerd, who actually did a really good review of all three of the games. And I certainly recommend, if you haven't played the games, or only played through, or just vaguely, even if you're just vaguely familiar with them, to watch his review, because it's a really good review, which talks about the whole series, basically, their strengths, their weaknesses. I cannot get this open. Oh, finally got it. Now, this game has been kind of, pardon the phrase, collecting dust on one of my shelves for a few months now. And the reason why is because I didn't want to start playing it until after I had finished Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. And that game took a while for me to beat. It probably took me upwards total about 30 hours of gameplay. Spread out amongst the three campaigns, as well as the end game and stuff like that. And that really wasn't with me going too much. I certainly didn't 100% the games at the very end, although I did play it on hard to get the secret ending. So now that the game is over, I will certainly be playing this now on the handheld. I'm really looking forward to how it looks, because as you've seen in some of my other videos, if you are a PSP user, certain PSPs actually do have television out ports. And my intention is actually to play this game on my high-definition television, basically. I'm really looking forward to that. or my high definition monitor. That is really, really going to be exciting for me. So I've been looking forward to playing this for quite a while, and I'm really excited that I'm finally going to. Like I said, I think what really made me excited to start playing it was the Happy Video Games Nerd review of it. And he honestly didn't give it too high a marks, although he did say, at least not as a Parasite Eve game, but he basically said the gameplay was pretty decent. It did drop the Parasite Eve name, so it really didn't have to worry too much. It is its own type of game, so. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Okay, let's crack this open and see how it looks on the inside. See what we got in here, if I can. So, now, I'm fairly certain that there's going to be some redeemable codes in here. I will show you the slips that are included, obviously, with it, but I'm not going to show you the code numbers themselves. I'm not going to record those. So, as you can see, here's the disc, and we have Iabrea on it. And yes, indeed, there are some redeemable codes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what's in here, but I'm not going to show you any of the codes. So, as you see here, this looks like a slip that includes an Iabrea costume for a Dissidia Final Fantasy game, which I am not familiar with, but probably I think it's another PSP game. I think that's pretty cool. Oh, I'm sorry, a Lightning Iabrea costume. So, so a costume where Lightning dresses up as Iabrea, or her costume from this game. So I think that's kind of cool. Lightning, of course, a character from Final Fantasy 13 and Final Fantasy 13 2. Let's just put that one away. Now, for those of you who use the current version of Square Enix website, this right here is basically a product registration card, very similar to Club Nintendo and stuff like that, except I don't really think that they're actually giving anything out with this. So the trick of this card is that basically with some of the newer Square Enix games, probably maybe within the last 2 years or 3 years, what you could do is you could register this code on their website, and it would basically, when you use their forums and stuff like that, people would see that your game was registered. The downside of that is that they really don't give out anything with the registration cards. It says right here that you get rewards and stuff like that, but I don't remember actually getting anything or certainly seeing anything. It might be, I have heard stuff like they might be doing something along similar, like Club Nintendo does every year, depending upon if you get a certain status or something like that year. You can beat the registration or something along those lines, but I just haven't seen it because I've just started becoming a member. But you can become a member at that website, and if you have any Square Enix games, to register the codes that are on the enclosed leaflets. Now, funny story. Before I opened this game, and sometime when after I purchased it, I did actually ask my girlfriend. How do I phrase it? I actually didn't ask her. I told my girlfriend that I was going to be playing this game, and I sent her the Happy Video Games Nerds review of it just so she would have a good idea about what I was going to be playing. Now, this is the same girlfriend that I did the unbox. Obviously, I only have one girlfriend, but this is obviously the same girl that I did the unboxing of. Gosh, what is it? I did the unboxing of Lollipop Chainsaw with. So, yeah. Just to show you, yeah, that's pretty cool. She's a great woman. And, okay, first off, I want to say major props for the packaging on this thing. We get basically a full color manual, download codes for special items for other games, a product registration code for some type of goodies on their website. Look at this. I mean, just look at this. I paid $20 for this game. Boy, that was money very well spent, I think. I mean, the packaging, obviously, like, if you can see from right here, there's no, like, obviously this is a clear packaging, but you can see that there's no, leaflets or anything like that. Like, you can't see anything through the packaging. There's nothing on the opposite side of the package. But you can see that a lot of care went into this packaging. I mean, it's got a reflective cover. It's got a great backing with some pretty good graphic art. I really like the cover a lot. Very classic. The manual, say what you will about many things about that cover, but you can just tell like a lot of care and a lot of detail went into this stuff. Right now I barely found any manuals included in games nowadays. It just doesn't happen. And if there are manuals included nowadays, they don't even make them in color anymore for the most part. Or if they did, it's monochromatic. Even if it's just like one other color other than gray, it's still considered monochromatic. But wow, I'm happy. This is $20 well spent, and I haven't even played the game yet. But this is certainly a product of this is simply a product of some quality. It's not. It doesn't. You know. And I'm going to tell you these to some of the publishers right now. It makes me feel cheap to pay for a $60 game and then get like no manual or something like that included. I mean, I paid a $60 premium for a game. Give me a manual. Don't give me some leaflet with 2 pages on it saying, you know, either download the manual from your website or how to use Xbox Live. I already know how to use Xbox Live. That's what the last page is supposed to be. Give me a full, you know, if I'm paying a $60 premium for a game, then give me a real manual to, you know, with all the details about the characters and stuff like that and the backstory. I want real manuals in games. So take for that what you will. Little surprise for you guys. This will be coming Sunday. I will be doing a unboxing of this on Sunday. And the reason why I'm holding off till Sunday for this one is because I intend to, how do I put this? I'm getting a 3DS XL. And those don't come out until Sunday, so I'm going to do an unboxing of this game along with an unboxing of the 3DS XL, and so you guys have that to look forward to, but that is coming up later. So until next time, guys, I just want to say great packaging. If you can find this game retail, I totally recommend it. Obviously, if you have a PSP Go, you can just download the game through PlayStation Network, but you'll pay the same amount pretty much. The game is, I think, $20 on the PlayStation Network, maybe, I don't know, it's between $10 and $20. I'm fairly certain it's $20 on the PlayStation Network. So take for that what you will. I'm happy with the purchase just from the packaging alone. I can't wait to play the game. So until next time, guys, this is Maniac, over and out.